All right, so it's Tuesday, September the 8th. Today was the start of the NFL season for the New York Giants. I'm going to do a recap of this game and what I thought about their performance and what took place in that game. Um, Much like any other Giants fan, I wasn't very impressed with the way they played today. Um, on basically both sides of the ball, offensively and especially defensively. Um, the secondary. They definitely let us down in that game. But I didn't expect anything less. And if you honestly expected something any different, I don't know why you would think that, considering how young the secondary is and how young this team is on the defensive side of the ball. If you watched my projections for the New York Giants season this year, I told you the first game of the season, and the first couple games of the season, that this team is going to struggle extremely bad in the secondary. It's going to happen game after game after game after game, just starting out the season. Now, hopefully it gets better as the season goes on. But, I can't make any guarantees that's going to happen, because who knows? We might not have, the talent that we drafted in the draft this year, maybe it's not all up to par to what we all think it is. We don't know. We'll have to see how it plays out. But this first game was definitely just a sign of youth and just growing pains that this defense is going to go through. You really have to just take that to heart and just know that hopefully things will get better. We were playing a really good offensive team. We went into it, we were facing Michael Gallup, we were facing Amari Cooper, Ezekiel Elliott, Blake Jarwin, once again, made his presence felt. The guy that scored 3 touchdowns against us in the very last game of the season last year, he's left wide open in the middle of the field to score a touchdown for the Cowboys. The guy has 4 touchdowns against you guys in 2 games. You might want to cover that guy. Might be a good idea. But the thing about the secondary is, it's like with Amari Cooper, why didn't you have Janoris Jenkins shadowing him the whole entire game? Why would you even put DeAndre Baker on him? I know, Amari Cooper's not the most consistent wide receiver in the world, but he has the ability to have these big blow-up games. Dude, put your best corner on the guy and try to shut him down. You don't put a freaking rookie on the guy. I don't care how much DeAndre Baker talks. Nobody scores any touchdowns on me in college, blah, 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 blah. Okay, dude, well, you're playing in the NFL now. You just got your ass handed to you. What are you going to do? I guarantee he's not talking that shit today in the locker room. Corey Ballantyne, I don't know where he was. We had, what's his name, Hamilton, playing in the secondary for most of the game, and the Cowboys were just eating his lunch the whole entire game. And they were just picking him apart. Just the whole secondary was just a disappointment. We had no pass rush. We've got guys that are supposed to be playing the interior, on the outside, trying to generate pass rush. It's just not going to happen. It's not going to happen. What are we doing? I still don't understand why we abandoned the 4-3 defense and went back to the 3-4. I've stated before that this team, as far as personnel went, as far as our scouting department and stuff like that, I know all those people have changed ever since, Coughlin left and, Jerry Reese left and all those guys were replaced by Gettleman and everybody. I know a good majority of those people are gone now, but we had such a knack for many years at just picking prototypical defensive ends that just fit that 4-3 system. And we knew how to put 4 defensive linemen down on that line, and we could just get after the quarterback. And now that we've moved to this freaking 3-4 defense, it's just oh, God. And I know we have looks of 4-3 in our 3-4, but it's we just don't have the personnel to do that. And we did have the personnel to run the 4-3 defense, but we got rid of it. We abandoned all that, and now we've turned to like just having these inside guys playing these outside spots, and we were expecting to have some kind of pass rush. And then we bring in Marcus Golston, and we think like he's going to be our freaking Justin Tucker, OCM Muir. And it's like, the guy's not even freaking close to those guys. Xavier Exemes, I mean, he was non-existent. I think he had a tackle. That's it. He had one tackle for a loss. I mean, that dude played for a small school, man. He's playing with the big boys now. He's going to find out what playing real football is all about. He's completely different than what he's used to. Oh, man. Ugh. Randall Cobb killed us. Randall Cobb had 4 catches for 69 yards. Mr. I have been MIA for at least 3 to 4 seasons. Randall Cobb. Mr. I can't stay healthy. Michael Gallup killed us. I mean, I talked about Michael Gallup all offseason. I mean, I really thought he was going to step up and be a big-time player for this Dallas offense. And you saw it today. 7 receptions, 158 yards. No touchdowns, but he definitely made his presence felt on 7 targets. Amari Cooper had 6 for 106 and a touchdown on 9 targets. Our old buddy Jason Witten, he joined the party. He had a touchdown himself. Old Mr. Cement Shoes. What the fuck? It's horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible. Tavon Austin, he seemed like he caught more than 1 ball, but I thought he at least had like 2 or 3. But he had 1 for 8. Zeke only caught 1 pass. That was one thing that we did actually pretty well today. We played really good run defense. But I mean, we got a lot of beef up front, shit. And that's one thing, if there's one thing we're going to do well, I think we should play pretty good run defense. Not going to be able to generate any kind of pass rush, but we should be able to play pretty good run defense. But this team was just bad. It was really bad. It was tough to watch. And yeah, that first drive, I mean, it was a mirage. I mean, when they came out and they marched right down the field, I mean, I felt good about it, but I didn't feel that good about it. Because I had a feeling things were going to change very quickly, and they did. Oh, man. How many rushing yards did Zeke have? What do you have? Zeke had 13 carries for 53 yards and a touchdown. His long was 10 yards. So, I mean, we did really well against him. I mean, Pollard had 13 carries, only had 24 yards. Yeah, we did good. We did good up front as far as containing the run. Yeah, I mean, the defense was piss poor. Piss poor. And if we play like that against Buffalo, I mean, John Brown's going to get behind our defense. He's going to eat our lunch. Cole Beasley will probably kill us underneath. Zay Jones will probably get in the mix. And I'm sure Josh Allen's probably going to run like crazy on us. I would not be surprised. Man. We really couldn't take anything good away from this game defensively. I mean, besides stopping the run. I mean, all of our rookies, I mean, we didn't see Ballantyne out there at all. I mean, I don't recall. I mean, he was probably out there for a little while, but I don't remember really seeing him. But Baker didn't play well. And Xavier Exemes was pretty much non-existent. Dexter Lawrence, never really heard his name very much. Ugh, we got a lot of work to do. Now, stepping over to the offensive side of the ball. And I'm going to start to get critical of Eli Manning. I don't want to hear about the play calling. Pat Shurmur should have done this. Pat Shurmur should have done that. Um, the play in the end zone where Eli got called for not getting the play in the end zone where Sept got tackled, and then Eli got hit and then fumbled the ball. He had Shepard open. Shepard had at least like 2 to 3 steps on his defender. There was a window where Eli could have thrown that ball. Like, he is so freaking hesitant to get rid of the ball. And he just cannot make his mind up. He's so indecisive, man. We cannot win games with this guy. Like, you guys do not understand that. I don't know what I have to do to get you Giants fans to be on the same page as me and see what I'm seeing. But you need to. Because it's very apparent that this guy he's past his prime and he cannot get it done. I don't care that he threw for 304 yards. Whoop-de-fucking-do. I don't care. All of his stuff is underneath. He's not taking any chances down the field. I don't want to hear any shit about Pat Shurmur and his play calling. Like, dude, I guarantee you there are people open down the field. If I could see the freaking coach's tape of this game, much like last year, how Eli Manning was missing open wide receivers down the field, I guarantee you there were instances in this game where those same things happened. Like the play to Barkley, like the wheel route that Barkley ran out of the backfield, and Eli threw the ball right at his back. Barkley saw the defender right in front of him, and he's like, yeah, I'm going to smoke this dude. Yeah, Eli better put it over my head so I can run and get it. What does Eli do? He's got time. Eli drops back to pass. He's got all the time in the world. Eli throws it right at his back. It's like, dude, throw it over his freaking head and let him go get it and take it to the fucking house. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing, Eli Manning? This is the stuff that he has constantly done. And you people don't understand, like, when he continuously makes these mistakes throughout the game, yeah, he might put up numbers like this, 30 of 44, whatever he is, for 304 yards. But it's these little just details in the game that just kill us. Kill us. And he's done it continuously. He has cost us games time and time again. Not that his efforts would have really helped in this game, but he didn't do much to really put up any kind of a fight. It's like, you look at his face, it's like, man, there's just no fight in this guy, man. It's just like, oh, shucks, it's 4th down, let me walk back over to the field and look at my pad and make it look like I'm really into it and like make it look like I give 2 shits. That's what I feel like I see out of Eli Manning all the time. I know people are going to give me shit because I'm questioning Eli Manning's heart. But the guy has no fire, man. And I cannot deal with this man anymore. I cannot. Dude, you look at Daniel Jones when he goes out there. Dude, he is freaking stone-faced. He looks like he's ready to go out there and just take it to somebody's fucking throat. Eli Manning does not have that killer mentality when it comes to playing football. He doesn't. He's just too all shucks, whatever, You can't win with this guy. You cannot. Not anymore. You cannot win with him. And then we had 20 seconds left before the half. We had a timeout. We either had a timeout or we didn't have a timeout. We had to move the ball down the field to get in the field goal position. Aldrich Rojas, I think his season long is like 57 yards. So they needed like 10 yards. So there's 20 seconds left on the clock. What does Eli do? Eli drops back to pass. He's got all the time in the world. What does he do? He looks at his wide receiver in the middle of the field at 6 yards away and he throws it right to him. No, don't throw it towards the sidelines where your wide receiver can get out of bounds. Or throw it to your running back out in the flat, which you're so damn good at doing, and let him get out of bounds. Throw it in the middle of the field so we can burn up a timeout. Or, if we didn't have a timeout, run the freaking clock out. Like, he's a freaking idiot. Like, I'm so tired of him. Like, he's smart, but he's dumb. Extremely smart, but dumb. He's just one of those people you look at and you're like, dude, how can you be so smart, but so dumb at the same time? He kills us. He completed one pass to Latimer Latimer down the right sideline. I think it was for what? What was Latimer's longest catch? 43 yards. For 43 yards. And that pass was underthrown. Like, I hate to nitpick little stuff like that, but it's like, dude, put the ball in front of the freaking wide receiver. Let him get it and let him freaking run. I'm so tired of this underthrown crap that Eli Manning puts out there, man, because he doesn't have the arm strength anymore. He can't do it. There's no zip on his passes. And there was one pass, I don't know if it was to Sept, Fowler, or Latimer. It was over the middle, and Kyle Vander Esch got his hands on it. Probably should have intercepted that one, but he didn't. He made a couple throws like that. There was another throw that was over the middle. I can't remember who he was throwing it to, but I thought that linebacker was going to jump that route in a heartbeat and snatch that ball up. Like I thought for sure it was going to happen. Like I said, he's so freaking indecisive, man. I cannot stand it. And he looks scared. He looks scared back there in the pocket, and he has time. He was doing this last year. Like when he's back there in the pocket, you watch his feet. His feet are just constantly just stutter steps. He can't just stand there on the base of his feet, stand up tall, and just make the throws down the field. He can't do it, man. He's moving backwards. He's going to his left. He's throwing off balance. He's constantly doing this stuff. I don't know what you people see when it comes to Eli Manning. Oh, God, he's bad. He is bad. He is really freaking bad. But, this game was just a straight-up ass-whooping. There's no other way to put it. And honestly, when we play Buffalo next week, Buffalo, they got a defense just like Dallas does. Buffalo's going to take it to us. If we can't stop John Brown, ugh. Josh Allen's going to be a handful. We don't have any speed up front. I can see Josh Allen having a field day with us. I don't know. I got a feeling when next week comes, I'm going to be making a video similar to this one. It's not going to be much different. I don't think Josh Allen's going to throw for... What did he do? What did Dak put up on us? Definitely made Dak look like a $100 million quarterback today. I'll tell you that. Oh, boy. 25 of 32, 405 yards, and 4 touchdowns. Eesh. Definitely made him look like he was worth that money today. Or the money he's about to get paid. The Dallas Cowboys are light years ahead of us right now. And I go back to people's projections for us for the season. And how they were saying that we're going to win. I'm just talking about videos that I've seen on YouTube and people talking about how we're going to win 9 and 10 games or win 11 games or whatever. I'm like, you're out of your mind. You are out of your mind. You saw it firsthand today how out of your mind you are. So, yeah, our only bright spot, really, besides Saquon. Latimer had a good game, but these guys, they're not doing anything when they catch passes. Because everything's short. Everything is short and underneath. Our longest pass play of the day was 43 yards, and that was the pass up the right sideline to Latimer. Everything else, Ingram, his long for the day was 22 yards. Sterling Shepard, his long for the day, 11 yards. Benny Fowler, his long for the day, 17 yards. Barkley, long for the day, 9 yards. Red Ellison, 8 yards. Wayne Gallman, 13 yards. Ingram got 14 targets. His long was 22. You get 14 targets, and your longest play of the day was 22 yards. That's Eli Manning right there. I don't care what any of y'all say. You can sit there and tell me until you're blue in the face about how this is affecting Eli Manning, that's affecting Eli Manning, blah, 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 blah. No, it's Eli freaking Manning. And I'm going to continue to bash him until he is gone. He needs to go. I know people out there don't like it, but I don't care. I don't care one bit. I can't stand the dude anymore. He is a big part of why we have been losing, because he is just not quick enough. He doesn't have the arm strength, and sometimes he just doesn't have the mental capacity while in the middle of a play to make the right decision. Like, he just goes stupid in the middle of a play. He's got it all before the snap. I'm not doubting that at all. But as soon as that ball is hiked, it's like everything just starts jumbling around in his head. Like, he just doesn't know what to do. And he just makes dumb decision after dumb decision after dumb decision. So, long and the short of it, we got our ass whooped, 35-17. I'm not expecting much different next week against Buffalo. Maybe they won't put up 35 points on us, but we'll be lucky if we put up 17 points. Yeah, we'll be lucky if we put up 17 points. Barkley will have to score 14 of them, because we know damn well Eli Manning is going to freaking do it. So, I mean, that's all I have to say. I'm not disappointed. I mean, I saw it coming, so I'm not disappointed. I mean, it sucks to start the season off and get our ass handed to us, and now I have to go to work and deal with all the Cowboys fans that are going to sit there and talk trash to me all day long. But it is what it is. Hopefully the tables will turn. Not going to be this year. Maybe they'll turn around for us next year. But as of right now, things are I know it's just the first game, but things are just not off to a good start. So that's pretty much it. That's all for the video tonight. I'll probably make another recap video next week after we play the Bills. Hopefully I have some more positive things to say about the team and the way they played. Hopefully they make some improvements at practice this week and they come out there and they play better football next Sunday against Buffalo. So that's it. I hope you guys have a good night. Take it easy. And until next time, see you.